the big news of the past couple of days. Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore. If you weren't, privy to the information, was fired yesterday for cause after it was revealed that he had inappropriate relations with a person on his staff. Then afterwards, allegedly, had a complete crash out. Ended up, threatening to take his own life and then take the staffer's life and then take his life as well again, and ended up getting arrested, spent last night in custody. And now we've got an update from Dan Wetzel that Sherrone Moore is expected to appear in court for arraignment on Friday, and there's no decision expected Thursday on whether to charge the ex-Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore per local prosecutor's office.
Is he still in jail?
He is still remaining in custody.
Come on, man.
As we stand right now.
He's still in jail?
Yeah.
I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code SpeakEasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Come on, dude. Let the brother out. I'm saying, like,
he lost his whole everything yesterday, and his response to that was threatening to kill someone.
I understand that. That's wrong.
Yeah,
right.
Allegedly.
But mental health is real, and I don't know everything.
Of course.
But I'll tell you this much. He was an offensive line coach or something like that before he got the head coach job. Harbaugh leaves, and somehow this line coach, you want me to be the coach of Michigan University?
Yeah.
Takes over and does very, very well for himself. Then they give him a new contract, correct? Or something like that?
Something like that.
Okay, so he's moving up, and now, and we ain't perfect. He makes some different moves. He like what he like in the building and whatever it is. And then everything comes crashing down. And guess what? Now, nobody want to be with me. Wife, nobody. And so he might threaten to kill himself and all that. It's wrong for that, but a lot of people say stuff like that when they go through things.
Well, Shady, I'll put it this way. What does going home look like for him?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Where is he going? What is he going home to an empty house where his wife and kids aren't there?
I don't
He just
know.
gets to be alone with his thoughts. He's in protective custody as well because of the thing.
I think that's what it is right now. I think they're trying to keep him from harming himself because the last time, allegedly, obviously, Sherrone Moore was out with the public. He was threatening other individuals. He was threatening his own life. Allegedly, he held a knife to his own throat, threatening his own life. So at this point in junction in time, I actually think protective custody is the best place for him because, whenever you're under attack on social media, you think your whole world is under attack, not realizing it's just the world you're in. So whenever you're under attack on social media, Sherrone Moore is probably thinking to himself, my life is coming to an end. I'm going to lose my wife. I'm going to lose my kids. I'm going to lose my job. I'm never going to be able to coach again. Everything is crumbling. What am I even still doing it for? What am I even still here for? It's not until you take a step back, exhale, log off, breathe, and say to yourself, okay, I can get through this, but there's going to be a lot of repenting I have to do to a lot of individuals, to myself, spiritually if he's a man of faith. There are a lot of steps he's going to have to take to try to get back on track. But I think that right now, he just needs to take a step back. He needs to breathe. He needs to log off. He needs to put his phone away, go to those that still love him, go to his protective circle, and really try to rebuild from here because there are a lot of steps that he can take towards healing, but it's going to start with that first step towards healing.
Well, yes, healing is big, right? I told you I get counseling twice a week. But the thing with this is, you ever know, I don't want to get too deep, but you ever know somebody that has everything, right? Finances, do good for themselves, educated, right? Got family, kids, and they do wrong. They get fired because they did something wrong. They're like, well, what am I living for? What have I left to live for? Right? So the mental aspect of this thing is super big. They need to check that out. But once they feel like he's clear and he goes through the steps, right, they should release him, though. I mean, threatening people is wrong, but I can see a place for him in a scenario where, like, I made some bad mistakes. Bro, my life was up here. And I always tell kids this, every decision you make is so important because it can be your last. He goes to this, makes bad decisions, it comes out. Now everybody's leaving him. He's like, what am I living for? So I feel for the young brother, to be honest. I mean,
Really?
people don't hear that, but I feel bad for him because we all make mistakes. One thing I hate about when you become famous or somebody, every time you do something wrong, it's a million people got something to say. And out of the million people that's talking, they be the worst ones doing all type of stuff. Oh, look at cheating on his wife. Whole time, they got 18 different baby mamas and et cetera. So, yes, he's wrong for what he did and et cetera, and I get all that, but he human like me. And he does wrong too, and I'm not going to sit here and try to bash him. I got one more example. I remember when Mike Vick, we had Riley Cooper for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he said, I will whip every nigga's ass, right, at a concert.
Close quote.
And that's what he said. Exactly what he
Direct
said.
quote.
Yeah.
And I remember everybody was so mad at him. So many players that want to put their hands on him, especially the black players, want to put their hands on him. And Mike Vick, our captain, he got in front of the teams, the team meeting. He said, "Yo, our brother, what he said, he was wrong. Everybody, you should feel mad. You could feel mad." He said, "But let me say one thing to y'all." He said, "We all have did things behind closed doors or said things behind closed doors that we never thought was gonna get out." He said, if you haven't did that, then you can leave.
Yeah.
And you know what? Everybody sat there because we all have done things.
No, that's well said. That's very well said.
I'm sitting with Moore though, bro. I feel bad for him. I truly do.
I think I do as well. But it's interesting because TJ Hushmanzada was in the building yesterday and he was like, I don't.
My guy.
I don't feel bad for him.
Here's why I
feel
do,
bad
Care
for him.
Bear. Here's why I do. Because does the punishment fit the crime? Let's go deep here for a moment. What's the crime? He cheated on his wife.
Right.
That's a crime.
It's crime.
A crime in which, unfortunately, look at divorces, about 55% of married couples, that happens.
It's hard.
About 55% of people.
It's hard.
That's the crime. What's the punishment? Losing $5.5 million annually. What's the punishment? 70,000 people were tweeting about him within the first hour just yesterday.
Yeah.
What's the punishment? On every magazine site, New York Times, Good Morning America, CNN, all these things. What's the punishment? Every YouTube video and every podcast stars included and TV show talking about it. What's the punishment? The crime was he cheated on his wife. A crime in which, again, wives cheat on husbands, husbands cheat on wives about 55% of the time. That's what statistics suggest. But the punishment, to me, is way greater than the crime. And as a result of the punishment, now again, he's in the wrong. Let's make that abundantly clear. For
sure.
He's in the wrong. And who I feel most bad for, his kids and his wife.
For sure.
But I am to Shady's point of like everybody casting these stones from glass houses, of which I just personally can't cast and won't cast. Where you at with it?
Well, I think that's not the full picture. That wasn't his only crime, was cheating on his wife.
What's the other crime?
Aggravated assault.
Showing up. But we're saying beforehand because the punishment came before that.
Talking about the firing.
What Trey, give us a whole thing, man. Go do your crash.
So the crash out is a big part of it. So all of the tweets and all of the different punishments that you mentioned are warranted. The last thing I'll say is when you are a public figure, which he is, unfortunately, it is incumbent on you to move a certain way. It's not fair. It's not necessarily what you want to do, but you have to do it. And when you don't, there are consequences that you have to suffer. And like everybody, you have to do a cost-benefit analysis.
That's true.
His perceived benefit, outweighed his perceived loss or cost in this situation by committing adultery. Then once that happened and it was found out and he was fired and he had the first installment of punishment, then he went on and committed more crimes and more actions.
And what was that?
That was going to an assistant's
assistant's
house
house
with a weapon, holding it up to his own person and her person as well. So
Oh, he put it to her too?
Yeah. But that's like
Allegedly.
That's the allegedly.
Allegedly.
I was talking about the crimes that we know have been verified.
Hold on. Can I add this though?
Fair.
Please.
The crime, punishment, contract, voiding the contract, violating the contract is really what we had. It is in his contract as the head coach of the University of Michigan. Hey, you cannot have an inappropriate sexual relationship with your staffers or your subordinates. He did that. So guess what? And honestly, there's other things. I saw Schefter earlier today talking about. Well, he felt like maybe some people had it out for him. If you really felt that way, like TJ said, you're dumb as rocks.
yeah.
You should not have put yourself in position to
Here's the
void
thing.
your contract.
It's nothing,
he violated the terms of his contract and lost that contract.
Care Bear's right, Shady. It is dumb.
Dude.
It's just that everybody has made dumb decisions.
For sure.
I'm not disagreeing with Care Bear.
Yeah,
the fact,
I am. I'm disagreeing with the whole thing.
It's not smart, is it?
Dog. Who are we to say it's dumb or smart? Who are we to say that?
Well,
first of all, you don't know what's going on in him and his household with his wife.
I'm saying
they might have had you don't know that. So if he made a bad move and cheated on that was wrong. That's wrong.
That's all he's saying.
All I'm saying, but we
contract,
talking about contracts and all that.
But 2-5, I'm saying
we human though. We human.
But 2-5,
if every time we did something wrong, God say, "Oh, the contract says you," we all be gone.
But 2-5. What his point is this though. But here's his point though. Now he can get fired with cause. Like, that's what's dumb. Right. Now, usually, college football coaches, your contract's guaranteed. So if you get fired, they got to pay you the $15, $17, $20 million left. Now he's going to get fired 2-5, and he ain't going to get no money. Like, that's the dumb part. He going to get fired with cause now.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to call it dumb. You know what I mean?
But 2-5 is not smart.
What? He made a mistake and cheated?
No, like, giving Michigan a reason to fire you with cause. Like, that's dumb.
I don't think he planned to do that. I think he said, "Yo, I'm gonna cheat this and that third, and I'm gonna get fired." I don't think he planned to do that. It just happened like
nobody.
So when you saying that his moves is dumb, I can't say that. I can't.
Can you call it smart? Hold on, because come on, 2-5. Let's be real. Let's be fair.
I can't call it smart or dumb. I can't say it. The brother he cheated and got caught, and now he's fired.
Yes, but it's not just cheated. It's not just cheated. If he just went out and cheated with
anyone else not
Jane
on his staff
Doe from his next door neighbor down the street, it would be a scandal and that would be it. But he cheated with someone that was on the staff paid under the same.
My brother. I don't know if y'all noticed or not. It happens in every freaking business. Every freaking business.
Of course.
Right? Some dudes that be the smartest dudes in the world got billions, and they pay it because their girl, the wife, get filed for divorce and all that. What I'm saying is, it's wrong. Yes. All right. Let me tell you something though, right? And I don't want to judge y'all, right? In life, there's a white box, there's a black box, and there's a gray box. I live in a gray box. You know what that box means? That means that life is real, right? And you're gonna make some good moves and decisions, and you're gonna make some bad ones. But that's what life is. Y'all put him in the white box. He gotta be all perfect. No, he's wrong. He messed up. I'm not gonna call the dude dumb for that.
No, we didn't say he's dumb.
It's a dumb move. It's a dumb move.
It's a dumb move. I don't say he's a dumb person.
There's a lot of people at jobs and corporations, they sleep with each other.
Yeah, I'm not.
You ever heard the phrase, work boyfriend?
Yeah, work wife, work
all the
husband,
time.
and all that. Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not
one time, because I don't know, because y'all don't have kids other than me.
I got kids.
Or you got kids. But kids, and I'm not even trying to use the same thing, but like, we make mistakes. Kids make mistakes. Humans make mistakes.
Yeah.
And sometimes your emotions get the better of you. I had an issue with my wife. It's like, she got me on punishment for 2 weeks. I'm mad. The girl looking at me at work when I see her every day. I make a mistake. Boom, bang. Now I'm in it.
Correct.
So, yes, fellas, I hear y'all, he's wrong. But I got a side of me. It's like, I live in the real world and real things happen.
For sure. This whole conversation started from, should he be released from jail? Or Shady's plea was that we should release him
once
from
his mental's
jail.
right. Once his mental's right.
Once his mental's right.
Correct.
But even then, like, he committed a crime.
Correct.
And he committed a violent crime. He committed several crimes, one of which happened to be violent and aggravated.
Yeah.
Just because his mental gets right doesn't mean we should just smack him on the wrist.
That's the crime.
That is the crime.
Like, the adultery is not a crime.
That's a breach of contract.
Yes.
Correct.
Not a crime.
It's a breach of contract.
Let's not conflate the two, though.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So he can get his mental right about cheating on his wife and sleeping with somebody that's on the staff.
That happens all the time.
And that's fine.
That happens all the time.
And if he wants to personally atone for that, for his wife and kids and family and staff members and his players and all that, that's great. But you also have a violent crime, a legal breach as a citizen of the United States that you have committed, that you have to also atone for it. And that does not look like just being released because your mental's better.
The part that he want to kill himself, he want to kill the girl, I guess.
Correct.
Because I heard that allegedly, so we don't know exactly what that is.
I mean, they supposedly have audio of it, a dispatch call, and all of the things.
Well, I'm gonna hear that first before I make that judgment. But I can just imagine being in his shoes. Like, I had the whole world right here, and then I get it snatched away from me though.
Yeah,
right.
For things that I've done. So
yeah,
I don't even want to live no more. Right? You don't know what relationship you have with the girl. I just hate
That doesn't excuse the behavior though, Shady.
But you can
it's the worst day of his life.
Right?
No, I can't justify it.
It's the worst day of his life, and this is the thing though. I think he's worthy of forgiveness, as we all are at the end of the day. I think it's more so a situation where, bruh, you have, like, just because it was the worst day of your life and we can understand that and then we can move past that as a person and whatnot, doesn't mean that what you did just gets swept under the rug and we can excuse it. Like, it's tough. It's tough. To me, the thing is, bruh, the sleeping with the staffer happens, bro. It happens a lot. To be honest with you, the cheating on your wife, it happens. Like Acho said, it happens a lot. It's everything that happened after that, which is the reason why, like, bro, he has to stay in custody at this point because we don't know what you can do. We don't know what you will do right now. A day after threatening someone, like, allegedly, if that's what happened.
So what you think should happen to him?
I think once he gets his mental right, like you said, we can have that conversation.
But you say, like, you know, you just say, like, oh, we feel bad for you and all that, but hey, you did what you did, bro. So I'm asking you, what you want to do? Some jail time and all that?
Bruh.
I'm just asking you a simple question.
I'm not the jury or the judge or whatever. We don't even know what the charges are at this point.
But before you go, I'm saying, you just said that, yo, you know what, man? Hey, I hear you know that big man, and I heard our coach, but yo, you did some things that broke the law and all that, right?
I think a dude who 24 hours ago held a knife, allegedly, to his throat, threatened to kill himself and someone else, should not be walking the streets free right now.
I know, but I'm asking,
like, no.
So he probably should do some time for that. You think? Hey, that's dangerous.
If that's what if what they're saying actually happened, I can understand him doing some time.
Let me ask y'all this though. Let's
can't
move,
do that.
Let's move it. Let's move the question forward.
I'm moving it forward.
Does Sherrone Moore coach at the Power 5 level again?
You know he's not. He's a black man. He went through this. It's over. It's over.
Without everything, without the crash out, possibly. With this, no, not a chance.
It's over for him.
Not a chance. You're not letting him on an academic institution like campus. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Nope.
They're not going for that.
He's gonna have to go overseas and find another sport.
HBCU probably somebody.
I was saying, I think you got to take next year off, then probably coach at the high school level, and then see what happens.
Yeah, you got to see what you get. Yeah,
like, but again, I think. Here's what I do think, because and I'm in hearing part of what Shady's saying, there is a part of, like, there has to be grace for the man and there has to be space for the man. And the grace is all of us have fallen short, all of us have erred, all of us have sinned. We may not have all had famous illustrious contracts, but we've all fallen short. The space is he got to have some space for healing and reconciliation to occur. And to me, what that looks like, he don't owe me an apology. He don't owe you an apology. But he may owe his daughters an apology, absolutely. His wife, depending on where that relationship stands, owe them an apology. His parents, his loved ones, his in-laws, owe them an apology. And then begin taking those necessary steps forward internally towards healing. And then externally, maybe you'll get the forgiveness. Don't expect forgiveness from Instagram, from Twitter, from anywhere. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But I do think he's going to need the grace from individuals that are willing to lend it, and the space, and then he's going to have to take accountability to start taking those steps forward. You know what I mean?
Well, he got my grace, Brian. I know how it feels, brother. It's tough for you. I get it. Yo, life came at you fast, and he reacted the wrong way, but he reacted. I want to say one thing to y'all. I want to ask y'all one question, right, before we move on. Do you believe in, like sudden emotions? Like, okay, for example, if you ever seen they talk about, like, if somebody, you know, molest somebody's daughter and they say they kill them and they kill all these people in the house, and then when they go to the court, right, the judge be leaning. Like, oh, you know, I can see why this happened.
Yeah. Temporary insanity.
Yeah, so, or like you come home from work and you open the door and all that, honey, I'm home, you go to the room and she's laying there with a guy, right? You kill the whole house. You heard the dude
Crimes
and yourself.
of passion.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes your emotions is like, oh, it just takes the control of you.
Yeah.
And you make poor decisions. So I'm not giving the brother a pass.
But you know why that's not the same? You know why those are two completely different scenarios?
Why?
Because that person is the victim in that situation.
That don't matter.
He was the offender.
That don't matter.
He was the offender, bro.
That was
he got faced with the consequences
he was
of
the
his own
offender.
actions.
Listen, this ain't a textbook thing, dude. This is real life. Y'all telling me. Y'all talking all these little technical stuff. The brother made a mistake, right? Cheated on his wife.
Yep.
I just cheated on his wife.
Right. He finds out
with the
all
staffer.
that. Yo, I'm out. Wife gone, the kids gone, all this stuff. My career's gone, my coaching job.
Yep.
How long you been a coach? I don't know. Probably 30, 40 some years.
Yeah.
Now that's all gone, right?
Yep.
Now, what am I living for? Now, my reaction, oh my God, now he's trying to kill everybody. And I'm saying, like, yo, he's wrong for that.
Yeah.
But when I'm telling y'all, in real life, things really happen.
Agreed.
Dude.
But let me not rebuttal, but let me respond. You also have to be held responsible for those things. I think that's all we're saying in here is like, yes, obviously things happen. That's why there's a criminal system. That's why there's a criminal justice system. That's why people are in jail, amongst other reasons. That's why, unfortunately, like we live in a fallen world. But accountability has to be put in place for those things. So everything you're saying, Shady, is right. You aren't excusing it, you're explaining it. So you're explaining how he may have gotten into that situation. Fair take.
Because
God himself.
I understand how he feels the way he feels.
Fair take.
Like, sure.
But then it can't be incomprehensible for us to suggest he should be in protective custody right now, given that he was threatening harm to himself and others. And whatever else accountability looks like. Losing his job.
Yeah.
If that's accountability.
But not no jail time, though. That's not.
No.
Jail?
Don't
put him in jail.
Of course, I wasn't in the house with the knife situation. So I don't know, Shady, like what that whole situation consisted of. We haven't heard the reports in detail. We just know, like 2-5. If somebody came to your daughter's house,
man, that's what I'm saying.
If somebody came, if a
your mama's house,
if a 6'4", 260-pound man showed up at your daughter's house with a knife, threatening to kill her, you might feel a certain way.
I'm on go, and I'm gonna be on that. But then guess what? I'm gonna handle it for sure. But after that, I got enough sense to say, all right, well, what happened, right? And I can understand him. I know so many dudes, and I'm not even trying to get deep with y'all. I grew up with, I know that was great, and they did all these things, and stuff happened to them that they might have did, right? And they full blown crackheads now. Mm-hmm. Why? How he in drugs? Look at this guy. You judge him until you know his backstory, that he was the #1 player in the country. He going to school, this and the third, and something happened to him, boom, and now there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Nothing left. Now you back on your mama's couch. Players, they go in the NFL, they make all this money on all these commercials, do all this great stuff. Yeah. They make some bad decisions. Now they'll have no more money.
Yeah.
You think they want to live?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, y'all guys are right. Y'all are right. He should pay the price for what he's going on. But I understand the dude. And I feel bad for him. I do.
I will say, I do think Sherrone Moore probably does need some more shadies in his corner right now. Because
they not in his corner?
No, I'm saying everybody right now is giving the take of he's an idiot, dumb, idiot, dumb.
And I'm not even saying that.
You can't judge a person as a whole based off of their worst day.
Like
You just can't.
Everybody's getting that take. And I do believe there do need to be some more people that are like, hey, you did make a mistake. You need to be held responsible for the mistake you made. But in the same breath, you can redeem yourself from this situation. You can turn this situation around. It will take time. It will take effort. It will take energy. It will take work. But Sherrone Moore, you will have the grace. You will have the space. And you will have the love to be able to fix yourself if you're committing to making those decisions. Because right now, there are way too many people piling up, and this is how things avalanche. And I shared this story before, where it's like things avalanche not off the initial response, but it's how individuals respond to the initial response.
I got you.
Like, it wasn't just Sherrone Moore cheating on his wife that did this. It's you cheat on your wife, and then you go threaten to kill yourself. Then you go threaten to kill somebody else. Now you're in jail. Now you cheated on your wife. You done got fired. You don't threaten to kill somebody. You in jail. And it's just this domino effect of all these situations.
Did the girl, the side drink tell?
Allegedly.
Ooh, that's probably, it's wrong, but that's probably felt like he wanted to kill her. You told on me, you killed me, you took my whole career away from me. Even though he's wrong for what he did.
The explanation, Shady, makes sense. It's just the accountability.
Yeah.
Okay, bro, where we at?